All aboard the hydration station. Choo-choo. You know what's in my cup. We got water. This time I'm back to lemon just for today. I had cucumber this morning and then I was like, you know what? I need my zest. So we got some lemon water. I just want to come on here and say thank you guys so much for the love on the Y2K merch collection so far. If you have not checked it out, jocebedard.com. Y'all already know I've been living in it. I'm not a blue girly usually. I look at myself and I'm like, I'm not sure if blue's my color. But because it's so cute, I'm gonna wear it. Biased opinion. Cheers. I hope you're having a good day. We got crazy house listings that I truly can't believe are even on the internet. I have seen people doing these types of videos on TikTok where they show and view the most insane house listings. And I'm like, so I don't own a house. Probably not gonna own one anytime soon in this economy, but maybe this will make me feel better that I don't own a house.
Does anyone else remember when I posted this Zillow listing of the missile silo? I got over 6 million views and it's back. It's for sale again, but this time it's been renovated.
Does this even qualify as a house?
Look at that living space. I feel like this part is still mostly the same, but they really outdid themselves. The kitchen kind of makes up for the fact that you're living in a missile silo with no windows. Now this is giving barbarian, but you know, nice little bathroom. Again, I think this is the same for the most part. Reminds me of the set of Stranger Things. But it gets better. Because then they have this. This is like, it's like a pool, but it kind of reminds me of that scene from the movie A Cure for Wellness.
We're not going in that water.
If you've seen the movie, you probably know what I'm talking about.
We're not going in that water.
But now that it's all said and done, my question is, would you buy this house for $750,000?
$750,000 or estimated payment $5,000 a month? Is this even legal? Built in 1962, forced air, electric, no garage, no winters, not an actual house. This is wild. Yo, who would actually go there? Who would actually buy that? I would feel so like claustrophobic. I get it's big and some of the renovations look fine, but and that water, that pool, and
this is our first ever listing update. So this was about the house that was in Georgia. I got a lot of comments saying that they photoshopped everything out of the photos in the listing. So let's see what they've done. For reference, this was the original living space photos. They very poorly photoshopped out all the chairs. Just a reminder, here's the stripper pole in the middle of the living room. And here we go. They photoshopped it out. I mean, the Photoshop job is not great. I mean, but this is pretty, if you didn't know any better, I mean, this is not terrible. Here's this little situation. Ding, right there. Let's see what they've done with the place. So we've left the speakers. We just quickly photoshopped that out. Interesting. Lastly was the very terrifying massage table with the tarp under it.
Ew.
The tarp. Let's see what they've done. Oop,
the tarp.
Gone. I mean, this is pretty impressive. I don't know why we didn't do this initially, but lesson learned, and there we go. No longer a house, I guess. Bye-bye.
Well, the real question is, did they just Photoshop it out or did they actually get rid of it? Because those are two different things. Because if they just Photoshop them out of the pictures to get you to get the interest, and then you go to the house and there's still the shrimp, and then there's still the tarp and the massage table and everything.
We viewed the worst house in the UK.
I don't even think
Someone was actually living here.
that's not safe. Look at those stairs. No! No. 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 Oh, you have a mask on. Should we buy it? Let's ponder on that for a second. No, unless you literally had the money to tear the entire thing down and just start over, that's the only way.
Mark my words, guys, if Zillow doesn't take this down, it's gonna have easily 50,000 views this week. Because at first this looks like a totally normal,
Yeah, it looks
Midwestern
beautiful.
home, all-American football loving types. But then right after the pictures of the kitchen is this. This is what's in the first bedroom. Now, normally you guys in my comments are pretty quick to say, maybe there's some trafficking going on here. And normally I'm like, oh, pump the brakes. But this is not giving off good vibes. Why is the only piece of furniture in each room a little vanity? In the primary suite, I think it's pretty clear only a man lives here. There's consumer research out there somewhere that says these Steelers sheets have only ever been purchased by single men. I'm gonna give you a trigger warning here. This is why I said if Zillow lets it stay up.
What?
I mean, maybe it's for watching football. Then we've got a club with its own custom branding. Can't say that I'm that surprised, but if this is for your friends to just come over and hang out, don't you feel weird asking your friends to use these bathrooms?
That is not what I expected. I was like, yo, what are you going on about? Like, this house is fine, and then the bedrooms, I'm like, all right. Like, no, my gut, I don't even want to say what my gut feeling is. It's just not appropriate, and YouTube has policies, but I need an update. What is this? Zillow catastrophes. Okay, I need an update on this. I need an update.
Next up, this little ranch for $93,000 in Quebec, Canada. Looks like a super cute town on the river. There's the outside. And yep, every single room in this house is tiled. All the walls, all the ceilings, all the floors. I imagine it'd be easy to clean, but why would you do this? Why?
Easy to clean, easy to get dirty. Everything would reflect off it. It's ugly, in my opinion. Some people might like that. That's okay. I'm really just thinking about the people when the house was built who had to tile the entire house and how long that took. They deserve a raise.
Just look at this house. For context, it's a 3-bed, 2-bath in Washington for almost $400,000.
Okay.
Keep that in mind.
Okay.
This is the first picture of the inside. Okay. Just take a deep breath. We're gonna go quick.
Oh! Ma, you couldn't have cleaned up first?
Nice balcony. An aquarium in the bathroom right next to the litter box. This is not, like, in what world is this okay? Those poor animals, first of all. Secondly, how does somebody take pictures of this and post it on a site where they're going to be selling this house thinking, yeah, that'll do it? The whole house is a litter box.
Oh, I feel sick. I was wondering the same thing. I was like, how is someone posting these being like, yeah, let's sell our house, babe. Look at these sick pics I took. But they're obviously so desperate. Like, you can't be in a healthy mental space living like that and posting those pictures thinking, oh yeah, people are gonna want to come over and see this place. Look how great it looks. I didn't expect it to be that bad when we first started. I was like, oh, almost 400 grand. Okay, that's pretty cheap for this economy. Now I see why. $1,000, sign me up. Oh, I kind of like it. Oh my God, I really like it. It looks haunted, but there's not $1,000. Oh. 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 Now I understand. Oh. You guys, the potential of this house though. Like, why are the walls missing? The ceiling? Guys, I swear if I had the money, well, it's not even anywhere near me, but I actually love that. The old Victorian staircase and everything. Like, if you had the money to just go in there and totally renovate this bad boy, but keep some of the original, the potential in this house. There's no way it's $1,000. There's no freaking way that's $1,000. I don't believe you.
This one makes me feel a little uneasy, okay? We're in Wasilla, Alaska. I don't know if that was right. $310,000, 4-bed, 2-bath, and it's 1,600 square feet. Here's the entry. I did want to point out the 17,000 large jackets because we are in Alaska here, people. Here's the living area, okay? Let's take a closer look as to what's going on up there. Oh, it's just a row of skulls. Okay, got it. So there's this room. I kind of want to blur this because that's some pretty, seems like some confidential medical information about the owner of this house.
What?
I don't know why it was posted online, but I wanted to read the signs, of course. We create our tomorrows by what we dream today. Good food, good friends, and good times. I know these, right? Here's the kitchen.
Oh.
We've used beer as decor. Not the first time we've seen this. Here's the first bedroom. Normal. Their bedroom. Also normal. Sonic poster. I can get on board with that. Seems like the office space.
Hey, we gotta clean up, man.
What's this creature over here? I zoomed in, can't really tell. What's that creature? It's a bathroom. Again, normal. And then there's this bedroom.
Oh.
I don't know if this was an artistic choice.
They let their kids paint the bedroom or something.
I don't know what this is. Don't worry. It's also in the bathroom. I don't know what the medium was for this this project.
Okay.
Was it spray paint? Was it paint? What is happening?
Okay.
What's happening? And that's it. That's the whole house. Alaska, you got a lot of snow. I don't even know
Is that a graveyard?
What's going on in that bedroom, bathroom. It kind of creeps me out a little, I'm gonna be honest.
I thought the backyard was a graveyard because it looks like those were tombstones, but I don't think it is. That's a very bold artistic choice with the graffiti. To me, it just reminds me of like when my dad was like, sure, you can paint your room when I was like literally 7. And it literally looked like that. It was so bad. I just color everywhere, smeared squares, random lines. Absolutely horrific. Bless him for letting us do that. Honestly, you guys, for that price, I might just take it and paint over and get rid of the weird skulls and the creature and the beer bottles and call it a day.
Hey, out of 63 houses I've ever bought, I finally found the grossest one. This is, mind you, somebody lived in this house until 2 weeks ago.
Did you not go see it first?
In this place till 2 weeks ago.
Oh no.
Yep. Somebody lived in here till 2 weeks ago. This is the grossest house
Bro.
I've ever purchased.
Oh,
the
that's
auction.
so bad. The auction, that's
And they
why.
left the fan going, but trust me, it's not helping the smell.
Yeah, that's why.
This is the grossest house. It's unbelievable. Look at this.
God, that's gross.
Look. There's a lot more than the coronavirus in here.
Ugh.
This is unbelievable. Oh my, that's gross.
That's so bad, man. I've watched, I forget the show's called, where they auction houses and then you don't get to see the inside first when you buy it. Whoa, what a freaking gamble. Like, that can't even be worth it. With the amount of money you're gonna have to spend into fixing that up, it cannot even be worth it.
Today was the worst house I've ever shot in my 9 years of real estate photography. This
They're
was
just
in
laying
a place
there?
called Grover, North Carolina. It's about 45 minutes north of Charlotte, North Carolina, off I-85. And this was a house that looked vacant. I wasn't even sure I was in the right place, but I knocked on the door, and a lady who looked 60 but was probably 20 answered the door and let me in. And there was 3 people in the home. 2 of them kind of grabbed all the dogs, and then there was a third guy that was in this other room asleep on the floor. I think he was passed out. He was probably on pills or possibly heroin, but you know, I took the picture anyway. The state of the house was such that it didn't really make a difference to me or not, you know, that guy was there. But it's really sad more than anything.
That's
I mean,
so
this was the most habitable room in the house. This is where the 2 other people, addicts, were staying. And I'll be honest, it's just really sad. It made me feel really uncomfortable. You know, obviously the smells, if you could smell these photos, you would understand what I mean, but just the living conditions, the squalor, the roaches. There was a roach crawling on the sleeping guy that really stuck with me. But, you know, the sink in the kitchen was falling into the floor. I mean, the ceilings were coming in. I had to watch where I stepped. I mean, it just, the smells and it's indescribable that people live this way. and this is a bedroom. Be grateful for what you have. You know, be glad that you have what you have, because some people have it a lot worse. And if you're living like this, then you're in the throes of addiction, clearly. I mean, if your living conditions are this bad, then you've got a lot bigger problems. And I really feel for these people, and it makes me very sad. But this is the worst in 9 years of photography that I've shot, and I got out of there the second that I could. I didn't want to be there a second longer than I had to.
I mean, honestly, this guy just said it perfectly. Even if they weren't an addict, but they're just, their mental health, they have issues with their mental health. Like, you know that they're struggling when they live in a house like that. So it's very sad, as gross as it is, and and dramatic and laughing and that I'm doing to these reactions. It's like, it's truly sad that people live like that.
This is literally terrifying.
24
This house is
grand.
for sale in New York for just under $25,000. Now, obviously, from the outside, it's a little cluttered, but
Built in
nothing too
1902,
crazy
it says.
popping out right now. Then we start getting into some of the bedrooms. Here's another. And then,
Oh,
do you see that? Do you see that? There's a literal well in the middle of the room. Is this a remake of Silence of the Lambs? I don't know what it's about, but I don't like it. It looks like it actually used to be a pretty decent house, just for comparison. I don't know if the well was in there at this time, but it's interesting to say the least.
yeah, interesting, terrifying. Anytime I see a well, you wanna know what I think of? The Ring. That movie messed me up in elementary school when I watched it. I was far too young to watch it. Thought it'd be funny to watch it at a sleepover. Ruined my entire life, and to this day, I see a well, that's all I'm thinking about. Oh! This is the worst house for over 150K. This house is listed for 182K on Winchester Pike in Columbus, Ohio. 182K. Now in this economy, that feels cheap, but I have a feeling we're about to see why. Yes, now I understand. Now I understand why. Undersea. Oh man, that's it's a barn. Is that even a house? Okay, it's a house. It's abandoned. Oh yes. Abandoned or squatters. Oh man. The only way people are actually purchasing these is if you have the money and you're just tearing it down to the frickin' ground and you're starting over. That is the only absolute way these are selling.
This was the worst house I have ever been in. The carpet was sticky, smelled like cat piss, roaches everywhere, and they
Mold.
even had a disabled kid living here. The homeowner told me it only needs a little carpet and paint. Why is there a knife in the tub? Imagine how much mold is behind.
House owner, oh, just needs a little, a new carpet and just a fresh coat of paint. What, to cover the black mold growing off of it? I'm not even doing this to make fun of people, because I'm aware that people who live like this are obviously in a very low place. It could be anything. I don't know their stories. It's sad, honestly. Like, it's really sad when you see houses like this, like hoarder houses. It's heartbreaking, like, to accept it and just live like that, and that's your lifestyle. Like, oh, you gotta be low, man. You gotta be low. That hurts. It makes me sad. I'm out of here, you guys. Stay classy out there, stay sassy, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.